In this video, I will show you how to extract any information from a PDF invoice on n8n. The idea is when you receive an invoice via email, you want to know if you process it or no. Then you want to extract the file from PDF. You want to use an LLM to extract this information and format it to be able to enter it in a database like Airtable and to mark it as treated at the end. To test it, I send this invoice template to my email to see what we can extract from this invoice with this workflow and see also if we are able to log important information in this database. So let me run this. So we have a problem here that we'll review later. Let's review each node one by one to understand how this is working. So the first node is receiving invoices. So this is a Gmail trigger. So you just come here, you type Gmail, and you can have it in the trigger section here on message received. So let's open it. So you connect your Gmail account to n8n. You can use this documentation page here that you can also find here. You will have this template in description. So you can upload it on your n8n instance and just click on this link. So let's open it again. So the idea here is to download the attachment, so the PDF here. So every minute message received, search has an attachment because we want only the email that have attachments. Here you can enter a specific sender name if you're waiting the invoice of someone in particular. But you can also leave it blank or just keep the @gmail.com mail address. And you want to select this option, download attachment, so we have access to binary file that we can reuse later. Then, should I process this email, yes or no? So the idea here is to use two conditions. The first one is that the meme type of the attachment 0, so the name of this attachment, is equal to application.pdf, as you can see here. So if it is a PDF and the label ID does not contain treated, so labels are things that you can set up in your Gmail account. It's like a small note on every email that you can put, like for example, read, send, treated, not interested, etc., etc. So you can create them in your Gmail, and if the label ID of this email is not treated, we will treat it, and at the end of the automation, we'll mark it, as you can see here, add label as treated. So we avoid processing it another time. So let me come back here. So this was the binary input, but let's open the schema input. And as you can see here, we have multiple labels. We have unread, important, send, inbox. So this is the ones that are created by default, but you can create new ones. And this was what you take and slide in this condition here. Then we'll extract the information from this PDF. So to do this, we use a simple tool that is extract from PDF. So you just click on this, and here, as you can see, the operation is extract from PDF, and the input binary field is attachment 0. So this is pretty simple. So I reviewed a lot of workflows, and most of them tend to say that the classic PDF extractor can be sometimes not as much as reliable as Llama parse. So you can use this part to replace this module and have a more reliable and higher quality PDF extractor. I found this part of workflow on this workflow. So from Jim Luke. So this is a really good section of the automation. Let's go back here. You can also use in case of an error, because in this automation, the node that is more susceptible to trigger errors is this part. So you can set up another workflow and use this module as a trigger and create some steps to overcome this problem. After extracting the data, we want to use an LLM and a structure output parser to structure the data and be able to use it and log it in a database. So let's open this LLM. So basically, this is the prompt. You have a context. So you are an advanced AI model trained to extract structured information from invoices, etc. The task, so the thing to extract, The response format is in JSON format, and this is the invoice text. So basically, we just came here, took this text, and slide it here. And as you can see here, we have relevant informations. You want to require a specific output format because we want the output to be as a JSON. And you will need to use the structure output parser module where you will provide the structure of the JSON you want. So we have the invoice date in date, invoice number string, so text, purchase order number text, customer name text, customer VAT ID text, customer address text, and float for total prices. So float are basically integer, so numbers, but with comma. So for example, 1.99 is a float. After this, we want to map the output. So take all of this data and have a variable name for a variable value. For example, invoice date, we have the value, invoice number, we have the value, etc., etc. And the last node of this part is create a record on Airtable. So this is really simple. You just connect your Airtable account. So I've put it here also the Airtable documentation if you want to have a look. So you want to create a record in the base, the right table, and here you will just come on schema and slide every of these values in the right variables here. Let's have a look at our database. So we have the invoice number, the name, the address, the date, and the total price. So the total price here is 0 because price on the invoice was 0. We don't have a VAT ID or a purchase order number because we don't have it here also. But we have the name, the number, the address, the date, and as you can see, these are the right informations. So let's go back here and check the last node. So this is, as we've seen previously, I think it was here, yeah, here. When the job is done, when you extracted information, you want to add a label to this email. So you want to make sure you don't process it again later. To do so, you want to add the node Gmail add label to a message. You open it. You select your Gmail account, operation add label. You select the message ID from the trigger, and you want to go back on your Gmail account, create a new label, named it treated if you want, and write here your label ID. And that's it. You're done. You have a workflow to retrieve information from PDF. It could be invoices or anything else. Again, you can find this template in description. So you can import it just here. Let me know in the comment if you have a question regarding this. Thank you for watching.